And it's Saturday, September 7th, 2013. I'm your host, Philip Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and I'm over here with Area DMG and DMG Ice to do a daily Newsity. Well, there isn't much news today at all, so here's what I'm going to do. Well, let's see. There's a few things announced. There's a Monster Rancher Direct tonight. Sorry, Monster Hunter 4 Direct tonight with Capcom and Nintendo, so we'll find out what that is. But it hasn't happened yet in Japan, so I can't report on it. I can report that this week we'll find out some more things, including a second evolution for Mewtwo, a second Mega Evolution, and then we'll also have some more Mega Evolutions revealed. There's some more stuff that'll be probably announced at that point. There's been a lot of articles recently. A lot of people tend to be like, Nintendo is doomed, the handheld market is dead, the Vita is not doing so well, the 3DS, etc., etc., etc. And I thought maybe I'd go ahead and take the rest of this video to go ahead and explain something about, well, the market. Because a lot of analysts out there, like the Michael Pachters or the Polygon magazines or Wired magazines of the world, exist on one thing: hype. They want you to think the world is ending or something horrifying has happened to generate clicks, hits. That's why there's all those ads on there. Whenever somebody clicks on something on YouTube or a Polygon site or a Wired site or a Kotaku site or any of those other things, they generate unique visitors and click-throughs, etc., etc. Something that's more controversial allows them to get more hits. This is shaking a little bit because I've got it on a bit of a table. I'm using the webcam again. Maybe we'll get better equipment at some point. But let me go ahead and explain something about the market. A lot of people think, well, Nintendo's market's gone. The iOS and the cell phones have all killed us. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Market has shrunk because spending has shrunk. You see, the economy itself has gone through a recession, which is kind of an extended recession. Here in the United States, we have different ways that we tell people a recession is, like maybe three quarters without positive growth. It's a recession. Four quarters or something like that is, a continued recession, etc., etc. But what we've been doing is we've been using that thing like, well, we've had three quarters of no growth, negative growth. We had 1 quarter of partial growth, and then a couple more quarters of negative growth. But no, the recession is over. The economy is on the upswing. It's all political BS, and it's intended to get people elected or intended to scare people into voting for other people. But let's go ahead and look at something here. The electronic industry is actually divided into several different types of genres. Now, these are markets. Saying that the Nintendo 3DS and the Vita are doomed because of iOS is the same as saying that Broadway plays or theater is doomed because of, digital theater. That's like saying, wow, a bunch of people went out and saw that new Iron Man movie. Man, Broadway is in such trouble, it's practically dead. They're similar types of entertainment where you go in and you sit down and you watch something in an auditorium-like setting, but they're completely different markets. That's like saying, well, Pacific Rim didn't sell so well because everybody went to watch baseball. No, it's completely separate. So let me explain what I'm talking about. This is the industry as we know it. Right up here we have yeah, I know. Whiteboards. Anyways, computers. Computers, we have laptops, PCs, Macs, etc. Tablets are e-readers, Kindle, actual tablets like the iPad, some of those other Samsung things like the Galaxy whatever, the Nook, Palm Pilots in the past were this. Then we have mobiles. These are your phones. These are smartphones and even dumb phones, the ones which only make phone calls or are not like a single screen and ridiculously slow. Mobiles are different from handhelds. Dedicated handhelds are similar to dedicated consoles. Dedicated consoles like handhelds are like Vita, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, 3DS, etc., or the Shield or so. Consoles are Wii U, PS4, Xbox One, etc. Mass market devices are your GPSs, your MP3 players, your radios, just general stuff. For example, when the Tiger Electronics are out, that would be mass market devices. Those are different from handhelds and completely different from mobiles. Mobiles are phones that everybody uses and needs, and they're completely different from handhelds. In short, they're a different market, and people only tend to blur those lines between those markets to get hits and generate hype. So next time you see somebody out there saying, the Nintendo 3DS is doomed because of the Apple iOS, remember that those are indeed separate markets. They're not the same. They're actually closer to mobiles, and handhelds are closer to consoles. There's a big difference. And that's pretty much what I wanted to talk to you guys today. I've been your host, Philip Wesley, for the Mile High Mouth for DMGIs and Area DMG. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Flickr, subscribe at the bottom of the link here on YouTube, and have a good day, and see you soon.